Alright, and welcome back to Sons of Pictures. This is part 2 of episode 95, where we have moved on to the next topic. It's going to be what the United board and Woodward did wrong after Fergie left. Left. Okay, so now Izham has done a lot of homework on this one, so I'm going to let him lead this one.
See, I don't know why I did homework on this, I'll be honest with you. But to be fair, it was... No, literally, I was on Reddit. Again, I'll give props to Reddit on this, R-Soccer especially, because I was just on R-Soccer, just browsing through some of the topics they were talking about, and they pointed out something that I was quite amazed by, okay, because there was this one article leading back to, I don't remember which one, but it talked about United and the downfalls. I scrolled through the comment section, and there was this one guy who, I really don't remember right now, but he just started talking about how United doesn't have a director of football right now. And I dug more and more into it, and there's a lot of story behind that, okay? Because United's framework before this was defined by Sir Alex Ferguson, right?
Yep.
Okay? Because what he did and what was successful for Alex Ferguson was the fact that he did not have a director of football, so there was no intermediary between him and the board, okay? So basically, for those who don't really know much about what a director of football does or a sporting director does, they are basically an intermediary between the board and the manager. Okay?
So they're the middle person, or? They're the middle person?
Yeah, the middle person of sorts. So he'll be the one helping the manager to help dictate on how they want to shape the club to be, while at the same time finding that middle ground with the board. Because a manager, despite whatever they want to do with the club, will always find trouble with the board if, say, they don't get a certain, they don't reach a certain level of using the homegrown players, too much money expenditure, etc., etc. Look at Arsenal and Liverpool, for example. Arsenal just recently got a football director in Raul Salehi, and Liverpool's football director currently is Michael Edwards.
He's now God, basically. He's now reached God status in Liverpool.
But in all seriousness, what does a football director do? Because we have not been introduced with this term until lately.
Because we've realized that they have a lot of hands.
Because it's always with the board and the manager, like you said.
Okay, again, so think about it this way, we are in, you and I have to go for couples therapy. Okay, just think about it. Couples therapy. The football director, will be Henry, who is the
counselor.
Why do you think physician?
I'm just basically
counselor, basically counselor.
I'm just basically
so, you're the board, I'm the manager, he's the football director. He's the counselor to this couple.
I feel like it's just
so basically, it's like if Mourinho were to say, I want Shevchenko, and then Abramovich says no, then I come in and go like, hey.
No, because that's true. So here's the story behind the whole Fergie thing, If you realize, Ferguson never really bought anyone that was older than 27 years old, like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Instead of keeping all the 27-year-olds to
correct. That he keeps them.
I mean, of course he keeps them because they were players that he helped grow. And this was the same topic that Henry and I talked about in another podcast actually.
Okay.
Where
Rembat. Okay.
Yeah, Rembat. So we were talking about how there was this one director from AC Milan. Yeah, he only bought players that were 21 and under, so that they can actually mold them. Right. So bring it back to here. Woodward and Mourinho are kind of like a paradox of each other.
Okay.
Woodward is the type that would follow his predecessor before this, who was David Gill. Okay, David Gill, who actually helped a lot with Fergie and his transfers. So Woodward, he wants to be able to churn out United grown players. Manchester United grown players.
Correct.
What does Mourinho do?
Mourinho wants
glory.
Yes.
And so how does he get glory?
By players in form.
Glory, Man United.
Yes, Henry is true. So it's a very interesting paradox here because one person wants to be able to have homegrown players, whereas the other person wants instant success through buying players.
Correct.
But we do see menu products coming out. Lingard, Rashford, those kind of players are like England's future stars.
I think he has a point, but you have to understand that this was not Mourinho's players. These were Van Gaal's players.
Yeah, at the same
and
time,
they've proven under Van Gaal that they can work with the United system. And what Mourinho has done is come in and try and incorporate his style in the United system, which is why Lingard and Rashford
Are still there.
Are still there.
What happened to Marshall?
Marshall outcast
Yeah.
literally.
Why did he get outcasted?
I mean, he's shit on the left lah. That's why he wants to play up. In the
That's
middle.
true. That's true.
But where is he supposed to be playing?
Up front, middle.
Correct, in the middle up front. But Mourinho doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's either you fit into Mourinho's plans
Okay.
or you're out.
Yeah.
Sounds like they'll walk out.
It sounds like Arsenal a lot.
Hey, don't go there. Don't go there. We're talking about United. Huh?
We're
talking about United. It's my week. It's my week.
In a club, in a football club, okay, if there's no money being played, right, you have to use your homegrown players.
That's
Correct.
the thing though. United can play with money because they're one of the most financially stable club in the world.
So-
okay, United over the past how long is Ferguson left again? As long as Ferguson has left,
8-9
basically.
years.
Yeah, as long as Ferguson has
No,
left.
actually no. Less than that.
United has reached all of their financial goals, but have not reached any of their performance goals.
How did Ferguson get the title, sir? Yeah, that is a very respectable title.
Because
in
I
the
think he's
States,
won-
in the UK as well.
I think he has won enough titles and changed
Right.
United's
Yeah,
way of
exactly.
playing, yeah.
And also bringing, nurturing young players itself. I mean, that
That's
what
what I
make
do.
him deserve
The
that
Sir
title
title,
as
yeah.
well, right? But in today's age, if you don't do with creating new players as well, your club will die like if you buy the players inside, right? You maintain it for 1 or 2, 3, 4 years. After that, isn't it gonna die off eventually if the player leaves?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing though. With any let me rebut him one last time, sorry. Because with any new manager coming into a club, what they can do at the current moment is to just fix whatever they feel is broken
And
and then slowly build up with that.
Which is-
Slowly develop your players.
Which is essentially what Jurgen Klopp did with Liverpool.
And what Emery is trying to do with Arsenal.
Yeah. So what Jurgen Klopp has done is he's taken Rodgers' players, detected the problem, made do with what they have first,
Right.
and then prove to them like we can do something better. Than
I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from with this, but I feel like Mourinho is at fault here.
Yes,
Right.
Okay, here's where I would jump in with CK's point as well. If we talk about the debate between Mourinho and Woodward, Mourinho is a type of manager. He is a today manager. He is not a long-term manager.
I never say he wasn't a
Alex Ferguson is a long-term manager, which is why he has stayed so long in United, because he has developed players from the academy all the way up to being stars.
That's fair.
Class of '92 is the
That's
biggest
why
evidence.
you don't need interactive football.
Yes, because Ferguson is good enough to understand how to develop players, and he has a system. Mourinho doesn't.
Right?
Yeah, that's the thing though. Ferguson was good enough.
Yeah.
This was the same system that Arsene Wenger used back then. Arsene Wenger, before 2017, did not have a director of football, did he?
Whoa. Look where you end up there.
This is why they were consistently fourth.
Okay,
Yeah.
putting that aside, maybe, if you're looking at trends right now, here's something I want to shoot out. Perhaps it's something that we reached a point of time where that sort of system doesn't work anymore.
So you're saying all the smaller clubs needs to follow the trend?
No, but big clubs can't do this anymore.
Okay, fine.
Because big clubs have financial goals and commercial goals that they need to reach. Whereas at the same time, that doesn't mean that they can sacrifice their playing style. Because
So-
look at it this way, yeah.
So basically, you forego development over profit. I mean, for profit.
Forgo profit.
You forego development for profit. Basically,
At the start,
yeah.
you forgo development first for profit to reach goals. But once you started slowly reaching your goals, then that's when you should be able to focus back on your development.
That's what Manchester City are doing right now, actually, because they've got aging stars already. They've won titles, but it's now time for those young players to come in and just take over the mantle of the players. You've got John Stones, unfortunately, taking over from a Basson company. You've got Raheem Sterling, unfortunately, also taking over from the wings as well. Kyle Walker, who is kind of old-ish, but he's still young, I guess.
He can't
He's
have
got
a
maybe
World
he's
Cup.
got maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 more World Cups and 1 more Euro. You know,
Like he walked away with any cups.
no, shut the fuck up. He's won a title. But yeah, so essentially, but the problem is Mourinho has to understand that with United he cannot just simply buy players.
Correct.
With Woodward says that you cannot buy players because I want you to develop youngsters. But Mourinho is not the type of player to develop youngsters.
And you think about it this way now. Mourinho is the kind of person who's going to be like, hey, you follow me. You follow me. I am here, you follow me.
It's a toxic marriage. It's a very toxic marriage. And and the fans have to take the brunt of it, the players have to take the brunt of it. But yeah, I mean, but would you rather have United play well by buying players, or would you rather see a year of 5 years of shit before getting better again?
I think that's the unfortunate point.
I think Johan would prefer the 5 years of shit.
I agree. No, I
Johan
agree.
would prefer that.
But with Mourinho, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Mourinho go like,
That's why
fuck
they
what
are
I do.
so frustrated,
Yeah.
United fans.
There you go.
Well,
I guess we figured it out.
we could see Mourinho getting sacked really soon, unfortunately, but that's all just rumors. But we'll end it on this note that your conclusion.
Alright, my conclusion is basically this, right? United's board just doesn't know where they want to go with the club. Okay?
Fuck.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Because right now, current head of the board is Ed Woodward. And with the board and the manager not being able to see eye to eye, this could spell their downfall eventually.
And we'll end on that note, and we'll see you in the next part, which is the Champions League draw.
You need a new Trafford now.